Hi, what's up, everyone on YouTube? I was explaining, like, earlier why Mario doesn't get the respect that he deserves, but I'm going to, explain it in more details why. No, just to let you know, I might sound a little bit angry in this video, so, just warning, if everyone knows, like, I might sound angry in this video, but, so, yeah, that's about how Mario never gets the respect that he deserves. It's bothered me. It's really bothered me for a very, very long time. I can't remember when exactly when it started bothering me. I guess that it started bothering me ever since I started to like him more. Cause I remember when my friends used to call him fat back then, like in the early 2000s now. Like in the early 2000s, it didn't used to bother me back then. The people made fun of Mario's weight. It didn't used to bother me, but I guess since I started liking him more, since I started to like him more, then it started to bother me. Like it started to bother me more as time went on. Like I could tell, like if you like him more, and it bothers me more that people, and it's not just what happened was. It wasn't just my friends making fun of Mario Rita. A lot of my friends didn't, particularly like him back then. Like they liked Luigi though. They liked Luigi, but they just didn't like Mario for some reason. They just never explained why they never liked Mario, but they my friends, they didn't like him. They didn't like him for some reason though. They didn't like Mario. They didn't say why they didn't like him now, but they just said that they didn't like him. So I heard like a lot of negative, a lot of negative, backlash and hate, because they were making fun of his weight, and they didn't like him though. That was like back when I was in middle school. But I think things got worse when I read about him on the internet, online with Google, YouTube. You name it now, like, things started to get worse from here. Things were getting worse from here, and here's what, like, really bothers me, though. Personally, I don't like how Masahiro Sakurai treated him in the Smash series. Like, it really, really gets me angry sometimes. That, Masahiro Sakurai, he treated him pretty horribly, though. Well, not in 64. Like, if you remember him from Smash 64, like, I felt like he was more balanced in 64. Like, he was more balanced in Smash 64. Back then, he was pretty strong character, and, he had a good recovery. He was, he wasn't, top tier. He wasn't high tier. He was like a middle tier character. He was like kind of like in the middle of the road in Smash 64. But at least, he was pretty strong. He had a good recovery. He didn't have like, glaring weaknesses, we should say. But what happened in Melee now? And the Melee trophy says he doesn't have any glaring weaknesses. Like the Melee trophy says he doesn't have any glaring weaknesses, but obviously he does, because like you read about Mario in Melee and Smash Wiki. It says that he has a bad recovery in Melee, and how he suffers from some knocking out problems. How Mario suffers from some knocking out problems in Melee. So I don't know why Nintendo's saying that he doesn't have any glaring weaknesses in Melee, but he had those two glaring weaknesses. He had poor recovery and poor knockout power, and it's got worse in Brawl. It got worse in Brawl to the point where he was like a bad character. He was like one of the worst characters in Brawl, and it gets me freaking mad how Nintendo's mascot was one of the worst characters in Brawl. Think about that. Nintendo. Why? If you think about it, Mario is your own mascot. He's the face of Nintendo. to help the video game industry that you see there, from Super Mario Bros. Saved the video game industry in 1983. With the video game crashing into 83. And you're going to tell me that in Brawl, that Mario was like freaking 31st in the freaking Brawl tier list. Like, in Smash 64, he was 7th, I think, 7th in 64. And he was 15th in Melee. Like, on the tier list now. But in freaking Brawl, he was freaking 31st. You're gonna tell me that Yoshi's better than him, Donkey Kong's better than him. Like, even Yoshi and Donkey Kong. Like, come on, Nintendo. But why was Mario a bad character in Brawl? I don't know. I don't freaking make the games, okay, but, I don't, make the games or anything like that, but, you could tell, I yelled a little bit, but it gets me mad when you think about Nintendo's mascot being a bad character in Brawl. That is one of the things that gets me freaking angry the most, that why Mario never receives the respect that he deserves as Nintendo's mascot, because he doesn't deserve to be a bad character because he's your freaking mascot, and you make him a bad character in Brawl. No. Did Masahiro Sakurai care? I don't know. Like, I don't know what was going on in his head when he made the Design Brawl. Why his knockout power and recovery kept on getting worse? No. You make him a bad character that you freaking ruined your mascot. You freaking ruined Mario for everyone in Brawl. No wonder why he was a good character in Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate. He had to be good in those games because Mario was freaking ruined in Brawl. He was ruined as a character in Brawl. I kind of sound like somebody, the classic Sonic fan, a little bit though. But really, it's really not how Nintendo ruined their own character in Brawl. Like, no. Like, really. Come on. Even, I know I didn't mention how Luigi, he was low tier in Smash 64, and he was, in Smash Bros. 64, Luigi was low tier. You know how Mario was low tier in Brawl? When Luigi was low tier in Smash 64. But he was ranked last in Smash, Luigi was ranked 12th in, he was, ranked, last in Smash 64. But even then, Luigi wasn't good in 64, in Smash 64. But at least he wasn't ruined. Like, you can be a low tier and not be ruined. I mean, he was still fun to play as, but it was not fun playing as Mario in Brawl. No. Absolutely not. Like, you know how you could be a low tier character and you could still be functional and playable? But Mario was freaking ruined, and it was freaking low tier. And Nintendo should be ashamed of themselves. Like, I really think they should be ashamed of themselves for allowing a mascot to be freaking ruined for everyone in Brawl. Like, no. This is unacceptable. Freaking unacceptable. Like, no. And another thing that gets me mad, like, how the hell people calling Mario fat? Still calling him a fat Italian plumber, where he's not even chubby like he used to be. Like what the hell? Don't you see the freaking pictures? Did you see how he looks like in the NES, Super Nintendo, N64? Did you see how chubby he used to be? And they'll say, oh, his weight has never changed. Frick that. Like, the people who said his weight has never changed. I mean, really, you see Mario's weight has never changed. You're gonna tell me he's exactly as chubby as he was in the NES. Just look at him in a lot of levels. Just look at the pictures of him. You can look at online or whatever. How are you gonna look at pictures of him? But no, this is freaking ridiculous. I mean, this is freaking ridiculous. I'm telling you about I'm still a little sick though, but it's freaking ridiculous now. They're still calling him a fat Italian plumber. They're still saying he's fat, even though he's not chubby like he used to be. You could still say he's chubby. You could think he's chubby all you want. You could think that's on you. But I'm speaking the truth. I don't lie about this. You know what I mean? The truth is, he's not chubby like he was from the NES to the N64. Just look at the pictures. Just look at the pictures of him and Mario. See for yourself. Just look, how much he's closer to Luigi's weight nowadays. I meant, like, just look at for yourself, people. That Mario, and some people said he slimmed down in the Super Mario 64, the N64. He didn't slim down in 64. It was a GameCube. And I'm not mad for that now, for making a mistake, but that's not what gets me angry. If you say that, he's slimmed down in the 64, Nintendo 64 era, but he really slimmed down in the GameCube era now, I'm not mad about that. I'm as mad as saying people, they still calling him fat. Even though he lost a lot of weight in the stomach area and they're still calling him fat. No. They're lying about him. They're freaking lying about his weight. No. Oh, yeah, and game theory, too. Saying that Mario was mental. You know what? He should freaking delete those freaking videos. I freaking swear. He really should, like, he should, delete the videos out. I mean, like, really, he should. He lies saying, oh, Mario doesn't care about Luigi, right? Frick that, no. He cares about Luigi. He does, I don't have to have proof for everything I'm saying, but, he does care about Luigi. In freaking Game Theory, he's like, oh, he doesn't care about them because he doesn't let them go on adventures sometimes. But you know what? Some of the adventures may be too dangerous for Luigi, to handle, in some games like Paper Mario now. How Bowser injured him pretty badly in battle. And, Peach was watching Bowser, and injured Mario, and they're expecting Luigi to travel along with them, even though Mario got hurt pretty bad in the original Paper Mario for the N64. They're going to expect Luigi to travel with him after Mario, he got injured, he couldn't battle for a while, and then they're expecting Luigi to travel with him. No. That's just wrong thinking, That was just, wrong thinking, You don't want Luigi to get injured, you know what I mean? And really, if Mario didn't really care about Luigi, like, if Luigi rescued Mario and Mario was missing in Luigi's mansion, if Mario didn't care about Luigi wouldn't have rescued him by himself. Like, he wouldn't never, rescued Mario by himself if Mario didn't care about Luigi. Or when the Stargate made Luigi cry in Partners in Time. When Mario defended Luigi in Partners in Time, because the Stargate made Luigi cry in Partners in Time, and Mario defended him. If Mario didn't care about him, he wouldn't have defended him, but he did. But freaking Game Theory, he's gonna, delete those Mario's mental, and you called him a communist? No, that's freaking disrespecting Nintendo's mascot, no. Don't you ever call Mario a communist again. Don't you ever call him mental. Like, that's just disrespecting, not only are you disrespecting Nintendo, you're disrespecting the company. Like, you're disrespecting the company, no. No, disrespecting the company? No. And the thing is, too, even before Game Theory posted his Mario's mental videos, I noticed even before he posted his videos, people still gave him a lot of negative backlash and hate. They were still hating on him. Even before, but I think the Game Theory, though, with MatPat, he made the situation worse, He made the situation worse. Like, people were hating on Mario even before that, but he just made it even worse, lying about him, making up stupid, lies about Mario that's not even true. Now listen, I'm getting tired. I might sleep some. I might make another video tomorrow, I don't know. But I'm missing, just some points, and I know I said before I was going to sound angry a little bit, and I did that. Because I was getting my point across now, and if there's anything I didn't say in this video, I might make another video. Who knows? I don't even know. But just people need to respect Mario. You know how they like and respect Luigi? Why can't they like and respect both? I mean, if you like and respect Luigi, that's cool. I respect that. That's pretty cool. But just at least respect Mario too. If you're gonna respect Luigi, respect Mario too. The brothers now. I mean, come on. And Mario came up before Luigi did, okay? Alright, bye. Peace.